Why did you take 2 unmarked pills that you don't know what they are from a man? She was, I believe, 19 at the time. She was 19 or 20 at the time. Why? I don't care if it was Bill Cosby or Jesus. I don't know you. I am not taking no pills from you, man. Hi guys, it's your girl Vonnie here, and welcome to the 3rd episode of Vonnie Explains It All. We've got a lot to get into today, honey. Drake is crying again, and so is Kanye. Lil Kim has a big announcement for us. Allegedly, Bill Cosby has been taking people's pudding pops without asking. And Nicki Minaj has set my people back a few hundred years. So let's get into it. So congratulations are in order for rapper Lil Kim. She's 39 years old and she's pregnant with her first child. So it's super exciting. And she debuted it at Fashion Week. And she just showed up like, hey y'all, look at me and my belly, I'm here. And she's a few months pregnant. And we're not really sure who the baby's father is. We haven't confirmed that. And we haven't really seen her dating anybody for a while now. So I'm not quite sure who it is, but trust and believe, honey. I'm going to find out and I'll report it back to you. So Kanye is at it again. He is constantly ranting. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of him. If I had paid money to go see a tour and I go to this concert and the rapper stands on stage, does a couple songs, rant, a couple more songs, rant, a couple more songs, I want my money back. Okay? I want my money back and I'm done. So he's ranting again on the Yeezus tour. I can't wait till the damn tour is over. But he's ranting again about radio DJs. He wants them all to shut the F up. He's done, stop talking about him, stop dissing him. He's accomplished a lot in 10 years. And what have they done with their lives? Charlemagne, Sway, like he calling them out, okay? So he's upset about it, okay? He's really in his feelings. And I just feel like, it's fine to feel however you feel behind closed doors, but as an artist, you can't afford to put your feelings out there. You can't afford for your opinion to be out there. You can't. You lose money that way. You lose credibility that way. Clearly, nobody's already playing his stuff on the radio. So now you just diss radio DJs and still nobody's going to play your stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do, but he needs to really be quiet. If you want to see it for yourself, the link will be in the description and you can see the rant for yourself and see how he goes on and on and on for about 4 minutes about some BS that nobody's going to care about. Look guys, this is totally random, but if you love like really good singers, like I'm talking about people that can sing, you need to go on YouTube. The link will be in the description and watch Kim Burrell sing to singer Brandy on her birthday. Oh my gosh, I was emotional watching it. Brandy couldn't stop crying and it was a surprise. She didn't know she was coming and it was just so beautiful. Oh my gosh, Kim Burrell can sing her face off. She just sang. Like she be right here and her face be right there just singing. Like she just sings to death with an F. And I just loved it. I cried like a baby. And if you're emotional like me, you're probably gonna cry too. So don't get mad at me if you do. But if you want to see it, I'll put the link below and you can go check it out. Y'all, speaking of crying, why is Drake always crying? He crying on Twitter because he mad because Philip Seymour Hoffman passed away and Rolling Stones gave his cover away to him. That's the basis of it. He's also mad because in the Rolling Stone interview, they put in the interview about how he said some stuff about the Yeezus album. And he basically said, like, I didn't say that during the interview. Well, it doesn't matter. What you need to understand that these people aren't your friends. These interviewers, these photographers, they're not your friends. So shut your face. He and Kanye need to go to a media training tour. And they need to be taught really how to do it. Matter of fact, Kris Jenner and Matthew Knowles are going to be the instructors, and they're going to get him some media training because they need it. Well, now that there was this big, backlash because he was upset about Philip Seymour Hoffman getting the cover, he writes an apology on his blog. So I'm gonna give you a little piece. He basically says, he was having an extremely emotional day. Philip Seymour Hoffman is one of the most incredible actors of our time, and he, deserves to be immortalized by this publication. But his frustration stemmed from the way it was executed. So he's saying that he wasn't given an option to take his article and save it for the next month issue. If he wasn't gonna have the cover, basically, he didn't want it, like a little bitch. Anyway, sorry, I'm a little upset. So he basically said, they ran the issue without giving me a choice to be in it or not. I would have just waited until it was my time because I understand the magnitude of the cover. So he goes on to apologize if he offended the Hoffman family, that, he just was having a rough day, and, this is water under the bridge. He's learned his lesson, and then he signs it with sincerely, the boy. Yeah, you're right, the boy. Because no man would, write a letter like that. I mean, I appreciate that he was man enough to apologize, but he had to apologize because of the backlash. He wasn't apologizing just because he felt like he was wrong. He was apologizing because of the backlash. So that's my first problem. And then the way he responded on Twitter, no grown man goes to settle a business problem on Twitter. If he had a problem with the way they handle business, don't do business with them no more. 1. 2, that's what lawyers and managers and PR people are for. If you have a problem, you let them know, they handle it. They do the trash talking. They do that. You don't. You don't do that. You be quiet. So like I said, somebody needs to contact Matthew Knowles and Kris Jenner so they can sit these two fools down and do some media training because they really, really need it. So Nicki Minaj might need to join that training too because she has just really lost control of herself. Now, I was just saying the other day how I was proud of her, for calming her image down just a little bit. I don't know who this Nicki was with the pink wigs and, the crazy outfits and the weird voices and all this stuff. I didn't know who that was. I fell in love with the Nicki who did the mixtapes. That was the Nicki that I liked. So I was like, wow, it looks like she's kind of coming back to that person. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Well, then she releases this song. Now, warning. If there's any children watching this or anybody who is offended by the N-word, you might want to turn this off because her statement and the song title has the N-word in it. And I'm not just going to keep saying N-word. I'm going to tell you what it says. So, there you go. The title of the song is Looking Ass Niggas. And I already had beef with the song title because don't do that. Now I'm all for rappers having freedom of speech. If you want to say the N-word, that's fine. Do it. But I'd rather it be in the lyrics where you can bleep it out, you know what I'm saying, than to have it in the song title and we know what it is. Like, we know. So I just wasn't feeling that off that. But the song was cool. It was cool, song or whatever. Somebody clearly has pissed her off in the song. So she released the video and everything. Then she released the cover art. I think that's what you call it, the cover art. And the cover art was a picture of Malcolm X back in 1964 when some white men came to his house to harm him and his family. And he was looking out the window holding an AK-47. And she has that picture. And at the top it says, Looking Ass Niggas by Nicki Minaj. She has really set my people back. Like, really, really have set my people back. Like, I don't know what she was thinking, how she thought this was okay. Then she makes this statement that to me makes it even worse because it was a half-ass apology. So this is the statement she said after the controversy. What seems to be the issue now? Do you have a problem with me referring to the people Malcolm X was ready to pull his gun out on as looking ass niggas? Well, I apologize. That was never the official artwork, nor is it the official single. This is a conversation, not a single. I am in the video shooting at looking ass niggas, and there happened to be an iconic photo of Malcolm X ready to do the same thing for what he believed in. You're ignorant. You're ignorant, you're stupid, and I'm not wasting any more of my video on you. Next. So to join in the stupidity, Trey Songz made like a, what do you call it? Like, not a diss track, but like a response to the song. Like he used to do mixtapes too, and I loved when he did mixtapes. He was really, really good. Well, unfortunately, he remixed this song, and it's called Looking Ass Bitches, and it's a mess. It's foul. It's a mess. If you want to listen to it, you can. I can't get that 2.5 minutes back of my life that I lost. The link will be below. So you can go to the SoundCloud and listen to that song. The link will also be below for the video if you want to check it out. And there will also be a link to the YBF article on the subject of Nicki Minaj and the album art. And you can see the album art there. So Bill Cosby has been nasty for years. We've known for years. I'm sorry, allegedly nasty. We've known about him cheating on his wife. We've known about like certain things that he's done and where we look like, ugh, Bill, you nasty. Like, so we've known for a while that he was a little nasty. Well, come to find out, it's more than that. There's 2 women who say that in the 70s and 80s he sexually molested them, and drugged them and abused them and things like that. Now, these 2 women, like I said, these happened in the 70s or 80s. Well, in 2004, they did a civil suit about the whole sexual assault. And in 2006, it was quietly settled. So I don't know for how much, but it was settled. Well, after, you know, all this happened, they're not speaking out to Newsweek. Newsweek interviewed them. And it's funny how this happens right when Bill is coming out with a new TV show. I do not think that people should victimize the victims even more than they already have by placing blame on them at all. However, if there's pieces of the story that don't make sense to me, I'm going to say it. And what you going to do? It's my shit. Don't like it? Click off of it. Just playing. Stay. But if you don't like it, write a comment about it. How about that? But yeah, so they did an interview with Newsweek, and there's a couple holes in the story to me. Now, I'm going to link below the full interview if you like to see it, to see exactly what was said. But there's 2 different stories here. So there's 2 different people. The first one, this was the young lady who this happened in the 80s. She basically said in the statement that none of the abuse and drugging happened until she was 18. And it happened between 18 and 19. This is what gets me. So listen. She said they had their first meeting together, and it occurred in the conference room of a nightclub in Denver. So this is what she said happened. He led me through an acting exercise. First, he told me to get to the bathroom and wet my hair. Then he told me to sit in a chair, close my eyes, and act out a monologue as if I was really intoxicated. And he was touching my neck and stroking my hair. I felt absolutely terrified. I was new to the business, and this was my first experience with a celebrity of such power. So I thought, wow, maybe this is what we are supposed to do. This is about learning how to be vulnerable in a scene. And if anyone would know best, it would be Bill Cosby. I didn't want to disappoint him or for him to think I couldn't follow direction. So I gave it my all. I was assaulted a number of times from age 18 to 19. Cosby would warn me before out-of-town trips. You aren't going to fight me this time, are you? So, here we go. If this is true, I'm truly sorry to this woman. However, I have a couple problems with this story. First thing, okay? You were 18 at the time, okay? You go to this meeting. He makes you uncomfortable. Ain't nobody gonna make me uncomfortable. But, okay, he makes you uncomfortable, but you're thinking, maybe he's trying to teach me vulnerability or whatever. Okay, maybe. You're vulnerable, you're uncomfortable, okay? Then the part where she says, if anybody would know best, it would be Bill Cosby. Come on now. Let's not act like Bill is just that deal, that actor. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's done a couple TV shows, but come on now. Bill ain't to be teaching nobody about no vulnerability. But okay. After that, though, is where I have my problem, because she then goes on to say he assaulted her a number of times from 18 to 19 and would warn her before out of town trips. You aren't going to fight me on this, are you? You knew what was going to happen. Why would you keep going? Why? You didn't live with him. You weren't a child. You know what I'm saying? You kept doing this on your own. You were willingly going. And if you were fighting him every time, clearly you were scared. Stop going. It's very simple. So I'm sorry. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. It wasn't like he was holding her captive. You know, it wasn't no type of kidnapping type situation. She was willingly going on trips to better her career. I have a problem with that. The next young lady, she says, one day I called him to cancel a meeting because I was feeling really sick. And he said, why don't you come over to this restaurant? And you'll feel better if you have lunch with me. I sat down and he gave me what he said was 2 pills of an over-the-counter cold medicine. I swallowed them and 20 minutes later I felt terrific. 30 minutes later I was face down in my soup. She goes on to say that he volunteered to take her back home. Since she was sick, he volunteered to undress her. And she woke, when she came back to, her face was in the toilet bowl. She was throwing up. And she had on a white t-shirt that wasn't hers, and he was in a white robe. Now, if this did happen, why did you take 2 unmarked pills that you don't know what they are from a man? She was, I believe, 19 at the time. She was 19 or 20 at the time. Why? I don't care if it was Bill Cosby or Jesus. I don't know you. I am not taking no pills from you, man. Why would you do that? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And then he says it's cold medicine and you take it anyway. And she says this was their first meeting. Their first meeting together. So why would you do that? Why would you let him take you home? Call me a cab. Or call somebody, you know, in my family. You know what I'm saying? Why would you let him undress you? Because he offered and you accepted. Why? Then she says when he left $200 on the nightstand. Really? And she also says that this happened a number of times afterwards. So I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. If this happened the first time, why would you keep going back? You knew he drugged you the first time. It just doesn't make sense to me. So if this is true, I'm sorry for these ladies. You know, they're in their 40s and 50s now. I'm hoping that they got help to heal from whatever it is that they're healing from. You know, but I always feel different when people settle out of court in assault charges and things like that. I just feel some type of way, like it was money driven in the first place. So I don't know. Hopefully the truth will come out. I doubt it, because this happened in the 70s and 80s from what they're saying, and he won't speak about it, you know, because he settled with them. Clearly he didn't want them to talk about it. So he needs to try to find a gag order to get them to shut it on down. So that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Thumbs up this video. Go watch some of my other videos. Subscribe to my channel so that you can get all my latest videos as soon as they come out. Leave a comment for anything you want to say to me, whether it's about Lil Kim being pregnant, Kanye being extra, Drake always crying, whatever you want to leave a comment about, leave a comment below. And I hope you enjoyed it. So that's all, folks. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to my end slate. I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was a really good video, wasn't it? I was heated through this video. These people are crazy, y'all. They ain't gonna worry me though. You see where it says subscribe, guys? These are clickable. These are clickable links. Any annotations that you see throughout the video and this end slate are clickable. You can click where it says subscribe, and you can also click on that video right there and it will take you to that video, or the subscribe button will take you to my page where you can subscribe. If you are on a mobile device, a tablet, or a television, the links aren't clickable, but they'll be in the description. So go ahead and click those and enjoy your day, guys. See you later.